Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all doing well today. My name is Richard, and I'm excited to be here with you for our lesson on agriculture topic. Well, today's topic is one that affects each and every one of us, whether we realize it or not. We are diving into the world of agriculture, the backbone of our food, our company, our economy, and so much more. Today we'll be working with a set of 14 vocabulary words divided into three groups. Environmental, hazard, and is group 1. Group 2 here. And the rest word is group 3. The words will be divided, accompanied, accompanied by examples and multiple choice questions. Additionally, there will be a situation questions for us to simulate in preparation for listening skill test in session 4 of the IELTS exam. So, the first one, environmental hazard. Environmental hazards are a situation or event that pose a threat to the environment and consequently to us. Think of things like pollution, natural disasters, and other challenges that affect the world around us. And I have multiple choice question here. Let's answer it together to understand better, shall we? Here we go. What does environmental hazard refer to? Something that makes the environment beautiful. Everything in environment that can cause harm to living things. Something that helps plants grow. Which one is correct? Yes, this option is correct one. Anything in the environment can cause harm to living things. So let's move on. The next question. Which of the following is an example of an environmental hazard? Clean air pollution, fresh water. Which one is correct? Yes, this option is correct, right? Air pollution, we refer to in refer it in this example. An example of an environmental is air pollution, when factories release harmful gases into the air. It can make it difficult for people to breathe and can also harm plants and animals. The next question. How can air pollution harm living things? It can make it difficult to breathe. It can make plants grow faster. It can make animals stronger. Which option is correct one? It can make it difficult to breathe, right? It is the correct answer, isn't it? Right, it is correct answer. It can make it difficult to breathe. It causes pollution, air pollution, harm living things. So let next on our list, arid, arid land or arid climate. Arid means very dry, like a desert with little or no rainfall. For example, arid place is in the world is the Sahara Desert in Africa. It's a vast desert with very little water and vegetation. So keep in mind, arid means very dry, very like a desert with a little or no rainfall. We have multiple choice question here. What does arid mean? Does arid mean very wet or very dry or very cold? As I told you before, arid means very dry. So that the correct question or the correct option, correct answer is very dry. It's not very wet. Very cold is not correct option. So arid means very dry. Let's move on to the next question. Where can you find an arid place? Rainforest, desert, or ocean? As told you before, arid means very dry, like a desert with little or no rainfall. So where I can find an arid place is desert. It's not rainfall, it's not rainforest, not ocean. Desert is correct one. Next on our question. Was it an example of an arid place? Amazon rainforest, Sahara Desert, Great Barrier Reef. Easy question, isn't it? Yes. Snake, the right answer here. Sahara Desert. It's easy question, isn't it? Yeah. So easy to understand. Let's move on. The next word here, crop rotation. Crop rotation is a farming practice where different crops are grown in the same field in a planned sequence over several seasons of the year. This helps to maintain soil fertility, control pests and diseases, and improve overall crop yield. For example, let's say a farmer has a field where they grow corn a year, then soybeans the next year, and then wheat in the following year. By by rotating these crops, the farmer can prevent the buildup of pests and diseases that specially target one type of crop. It also allows the soil to replenish nutrients naturally, as different crops have different nutrient requirements. So that is crop rotation. So keep in mind, crop rotation is a farming practice when different crops are grown in the same field keep in mind this sentence. It's easy to understand. We have multiple choice question here. Let's answer it. Why do farmers practice crop rotation? To grow the same crop as year, or to maintain soil fertility and control pests and diseases, or to reduce crop yield? Which one is correct answer? As we referred to crop rotation before, crop rotation is a farming practice where different crops are grown in same field. This helps to maintain soil fertility, control pests and diseases, to improve overall crop yield. Because of maintenance soil fertility, control pests and diseases, then this option is correct answer. To maintain soil fertility and control pests and diseases. The definition isn't refer to grow or reduce crop yield. It refers maintain soil fertility and control pests and diseases. So easy, right? If we remember, it's so easy. So the question here, what are the benefits of crop rotation? It helps to control pests and diseases, or it depletes soil nutrients. It reduces crop yield. What are the benefits of crop rotation? Crop rotation, it helps now. Which option is correct answer? To help to control pests and diseases, right? Yeah, it's right, isn't it? So this is perfect choice for question. Let's move on the next question on our list. How does crop rotation help improve overall crop yield? By preventing the buildup of pests and diseases, by depleting soil nutrients, by reducing the number of rows of crops row. It has some ideas similar to several previous questions. By preventing buildup of pests and diseases, the option correct answer. The next one, irrigation. Irrigate. Irrigate means to supply water to plants or crops to help them grow. After discovery, this word will going to move on case study. So What does irrigate mean? Irrigate means to supply water to plants or crops to help them grow. For example, farmers use irrigation systems to water their fields and ensure their crops receive enough water to grow healthy and strong. We have three questions here. Question 1. What does it mean to irrigate? To supply water to plant, to cut down trees, or to build houses? The correct option is to supply water to plant, isn't it? Yep, is the correct one. Who uses irrigation system? Farmer, doctors, or teachers? We don't talk to a doctor in this situation. We also eliminate this option because we don't refer to it. The correct one is farmer. Farmer use irrigation system to water the fields. Why do farmers irrigate the fields? To help plants grow by providing water, to keep animals away, to make the soil dry. Let's comment your answer below. Why do farmers irrigate their fields? Farmers irrigate the field to help plants grow by providing water. It's correct, isn't it? So, we have learned 4 words in vocabulary agricultural topic. The first one is environmental hazard. The second one is arid land. Arid means very dry, isn't it? The next one is crop rotation. Crop rotation is a farming practice where different crops are grown in the same field in a planned sequence over several seasons or years. Irrigate or irrigation meant to supply water to plants or crops to help them grow. And the last one in this section, solid salinization. Solid salinization occurs when salts accumulate in soil, making it difficult for plants to grow. For example, imagine you have a garden where you grow vegetables. If you unintentionally spill a lot of salt on soil, it can make it hard for your plant to grow because the salt will build up and affect the ability to absorb water and nutrients. Keep in mind, solid salinization occur when salt accumulate in the soil, making it difficult for plants to grow. We have multiple choice question here. What is soil salinization? When plants grow well in salty soil, when soil accumulates in the soil and affect plant growth when plants need soil to grow. So, what is correct answer for solid salinization definition? Solid salinization, as we talked before, solid salinization occur when cell accumulate inside. So that correct option is when cell accumulate in the soil and affect plant growth. This is correct one, isn't it? Yeah, spot on this option. Let's move on. Next question. How does solid salinization affect plants? It helps plants grow faster. It makes it difficult for plants to grow because salt build up salt build up in soil and affect their ability to absorb water and nutrients. And the last one, it has no effect on plant because soil salinization making it difficult for plant to grow. So we have important sentence here. It can make it hard for your plant to grow because the salt will build up and affect the ability to absorb water and nutrients. We don't have this sentence. It helps plants grow faster. We don't have this sentence in salinization meaning. However, salinization make it difficult for plant to grow because cells build up in the soil and affect the ability to absorb water and nutrients. So this option is correct. The next on our quiz. Question 3. What can happen if there is solid salinization in garden? Plants will grow healthier. Plants will struggle to grow due to accumulation of cell in the soil. Plant will go faster. Plant will struggle to grow due to accumulation of cell in the soil. This one is correct answer. So we have a case study here that helps us to simulate in preparation for listening skill test in section 4 of IELTS exam. Case study we have here. If you are listening, the examiner may talk to you like that. Increasing crop yields often have negative environmental impact, making it necessary to develop and adopt optimal soil-proofing crop systems. Soil salinization is a major environmental hazard that limits agricultural potential, especially in arid climate. So, question here: what is identified as a significant environmental hazard that poses a limitation to agricultural potential, particularly in arid climate. Which one is correct answer? Option A, crop rotation. B, soil salinization. D, irrigation system. Or D, organic farming practical. We have a keyword here, soil salinization. It's quite obviously in this sentence. Soil salinization is a major environmental hazard that limits agricultural potential. So we have a question here focus on what is identified as a significant environmental hazard that poses a limitation to agricultural potential. The correct answer is this one option, isn't it? Soil salinization. So easy to answer this question when we catch this word soil salinization. It is topic 1 and let's review lesson 1 with five words in our topic agriculture. The first one, environmental hazard. It's referred to anything. Environmental hazard, it refers to anything in our environment that can cause harm to living things, like plants, animals, and people. Next word on our list, arid land. Arid means very dry, like a desert with little or no rainfall. Arid land. So keep in mind, arid means very dry. So the question here, the next words here. Crop rotation. Crop rotation is a farming practice when different crops are grown in the same field in a planned sequence over several seasons or years. Crop rotation. So next on our list, irrigation. Irrigate means to supply water or plants or crops to help them grow. So keep in mind, irrigate means to supply water. And the last word on our list, soil salinization. Soil salinization occurs when salt accumulates in soil, making it difficult for plants to grow. Keep in mind, soil salinization occurs when salt accumulates in the soil. So let's move on. The next section of topic agriculture. Group 2, aquaculture. Aquaculture is farming of fish shellfish and aquatic plants in water instead of on land. Example of aquaculture is when people raise fish in large tanks or ponds. They provide the fish with food, clean water, and suitable environment for them to grow and reproduce. And we have several quizzes here. The first question here, what is aquaculture? Because aquaculture is a farming of fish, shellfish, and aquatic plants. So, farming a land animal, isn't it? Farming a fish and aquatic plant, isn't it? Farming a bird, isn't it? Which one's the correct answer? Quick answer is farming of fish and aquatic plants. We have evidence for this question here. Farming of fish, shellfish, and aquatic plants. Question 2. Where do people raise fish in aquaculture? On land, in water, or in the air? Where? In the air, isn't it? In water or on land? The correct answer is in water, because aquaculture is farming of fish in water instead of on land, right? Let's move on the next question on our list. What do people provide fish in aquaculture? Food, clean water, and a suitable environment. Toy and games, right? Music and entertainment. What do people provide fish in aquaculture? It's so easy to guess. This option is correct answer. Food, clean water, and a suitable environment. So that is all for aquaculture. To keep in mind, aquaculture is farming in water instead of on land. Keep in mind, aquaculture is farming in water instead of on land, right? Next on our list, horticulture. Horticulture is the science and art of growing plants. It involves taking care of plants, studying their growth, and using different techniques to help them thrive. Let's say you have a garden at home. Horticulture could involve planting flowers, vegetables, or fruit on your garden. Take care of them by watering them regularly, providing them with sunlight, and moving any weeds or pests that may harm them. So keep in mind, horticulture is the science and art of growing plants. Horticulture, it involves taking care of plants, studying their growth, and using different techniques to help them thrive. Horticulture. Let's move on question. Let's move on several quiz here. What is horticulture? The study of animals, the science and art of growing plants, study of rocks. Which option is correct answer here? The science and art of growing plants. Right. Horticulture is science and art of growing plant. We have evidence here. The science and art of growing plants. Horticulture. What are some activities involved in horticulture? Taking care of plants, studying their growth, and using different techniques to help them thrive, or taking care of animals, or playing video games. What are some activities involved in horticulture? Taking care of plants, studying their growth, and using different techniques to help them thrive is correct answer. Because horticulture is the science and art of growing plants. So activities going to take care of plants, study their growth, and use different techniques to help them thrive. Let's move on to the next question on our list. What is an example of horticulture? Taking care of a pet dog, planting flowers and vegetables in a garden, or cooking a meal. Which option are you going to choose? I choose this option. Planting flowers and vegetable in a garden. So that's all for horticulture. So keep in mind, horticulture is the science and art of growing plants. The next one, silviculture. Silviculture is the practice of growing and managing trees in forests. It involves planting, nurturing, and harvesting trees to ensure healthy and sustainable forests. An example of silviculture is when forest manager plant new trees in an area that has been logged or damaged by wildfire. They carefully select the tree species and plant them in the way that promote their growth and overall health of forest. Silviculture. Keep in mind, silviculture is growing and managing trees in forest. Let's move on some quiz. What is silviculture? Practice of growing and managing trees in forest. The study of rock and minerals, or the art of painting landscapes. Which option is correct answer? The correct answer is practice of growing and managing trees in forest. It's quite easy, isn't it? So what does silviculture involve? Planting, nurturing, and harvesting trees in forest. building houses and roads, right? Fishing in rivers and lakes. Which one is correct answer? Correct answer is silviculture involves planting, nurturing, and harvesting trees in forests. We have evidence for this option here. It involves planting, nurturing, and harvesting trees to ensure healthy and sustainable forests. The last question on our quiz. When might silviculture be used? After a wildfire or logging to restore a forest. In a city park to plant flowers, or in a desert to grow cacti. So, when might silviculture be used? After the wildfire or logging to restore forest. We refer to this sentence here. An example of silviculture is when forest manager plants new trees in an area that has been logged or damaged by wildfire. Silviculture may be used after a wildfire or logging to restore a forest. Let's move on to the next word on our list. Floriculture. 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 What does this word mean? You can comment your answer below. Floriculture is defined as the study and practice of growing and cultivating flowers for decorative purpose. Floriculture. Floriculture is used in many different ways, such as creating beautiful flowers in arrangement for special occasions like weddings or decorating public parks and gardens with colorful flowers. We have several quiz here. Let's answer this quiz. What is floriculture? Option 1. The study of animals. Option 2. The study of growing and cultivating flowers and ornamental plants. Option 3. Study of cooking. Which one is correct answer? Study of growing and cultivating flowers and ornamental plants, isn't it? Right. Because floriculture is study and practice growing and cultivating flowers. We don't refer to study of animal, don't we? We don't refer to the study of cooking, don't we? Yes, and this option is correct answer. Study growing and cultivating flowers and ornamental plants. So where can floriculture be used? In hospital, in flower shops, or in public parks and gardens? because of these sentences. So often, we often use floriculture for special occasions like weddings or decorating public parks and gardens with colorful flowers. So we doesn't refer to study animals. We doesn't refer to we don't refer to study weather, to grow and cultivate flowers for sorry, I'm so sorry. We refer to uh, public park and garden. Public park and garden is correct answer here. So what is the purpose of floriculture? To study animals, to grow and cultivate flowers for decorative purpose, to study weather. So the purpose of floriculture is to grow and cultivate flowers for decorative purpose. We have a situation, no question here. We have a situational question here. Case study 2. In wisdom with arid land, farmers often employ innovative techniques such as aquaculture and crop rotation to combat salinization and make their arable land more productive. So, what do farmers in arid regions commonly use to address salinization and enhance the productivity of arable land? Option A, horticulture. Option B, silviculture. Option C, aquaculture. And option D, floriculture. What do farmers in arid regions commonly use to address salinization and enhance the productivity of arable land? So keep in mind, horticulture. What does horticulture mean? Let's take a look. Horticulture. Let's take a look. Horticulture is the science and art of growing plants, right? Horticulture. It involves taking care of plants, studying their growth, and using different techniques to help them thrive. Silviculture. Silviculture is practice of growing and managing trees in forest. And floriculture is a study and practice of growing and cultivating flowers for decorative purpose. And the last one, aquaculture. What does aquaculture mean? It's farming in water instead of on land. So we have enough information to answer these situation questions. Farmer in arid region used to address salinization. We have here. Correct answer is aquaculture, isn't it? Because in regions with arid land, farmers often employ innovative techniques such as aquaculture and crop rotation to combat salinization and make the arable land more productive. The correct answer is aquaculture because aquaculture is innovative technique help farmer do in arid region. So that's all for group 2. Let's move on group 3. Fertilize. Group 3. Fertilize. Fertilizer. Precaution. Contamination. And nutrient rodent. Fertilize. Fertilize means to add nutrients to plant or soil to help them grow better. Fertilize. When you see farmers spreading powdery substance on their fields, they are fertilizing the soil. That helps the crops to grow healthier and produce more food. It is fertilized. So that's all for today's lesson. We will learn group 3 in the next lesson video. Thank you for watching.